This is Rafael, the Catalyst business coach from betacallrafael.com, and in this video we're going to speak about domains, and not only domains but about hosting, about email marketing providers, and so on. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say is that everybody is best at one thing. So my philosophy is that I get domains by typical domain providers, I got hosting by hosting providers, and I get an email software, an email provider by email providers. Okay, so it is always good to keep things separate, and it's always good to keep things independent. So if you want to change things, if you want to change your domain provider, if you want to change your hosting, if you want to change your email software, then you can do that without any problems, without needing to move all the other parts, all the rest. Okay, and now let's go and see GoDaddy. Let's say that we want to choose a domain that it is fakenews.com. Okay, we're going to copy this because we're going to want to check it in NameCheap also, and let's search domain. It takes a while. And it is available. Okay, so we could just continue to the cart. Okay. Perfect. So, what will you do with your domain name? We have added privacy. Here's why. When you register a domain, your name, address, email address, and phone number are automatically published for the world to see. Protect yourself from spam and scams with GoDaddy Privacy Protection, which replaces your personal information with ours. See example. Okay. We highly recommend domain privacy, but it's an optional feature, so you can select a couple of plans: privacy protection and privacy and business protection. This is $7.99 per year, that is $14.99 per year, and you could say no thanks and don't add any privacy protection. Okay, so in all the domains that I have bought throughout the years, I haven't been using this. And I have done a search in Google, and I have found this answer from Quora, that is from Reputation Defender, that is pretty clarifying, so I'm going to read this for you. Depending on your situation, it may or may not be worth paying for domain privacy. The upside of these services is that they prevent your contact information from being distributed online. The downside is that people who look you up on Whois may wonder what is it you're trying to hide. Okay, so the thing is that when you register a domain, it is the information, it is passed to an authority, that is Whois, and that keeps a table of everybody that registered a domain and all the contact information and so on. With the privacy, what you can do is, instead of showing your own data, then showing the register data, for example, GoDaddy data, and so on. So, this is the explanation of when you would like to have it or not. So, if you are registering a domain for a business, it is almost never a good idea to use domain privacy. The address of your business will likely be listed on your website anyways. So, the only thing domain privacy will do is raise the suspicion of your customers. They'll wonder if they can trust a company that doesn't want people to know where it is located. The exception to this rule, however, is if you run a home-based business. In that case, it is probably worth using domain privacy to protect your home address. Okay. Similarly, if your website is for personal use or if it is a non-commercial site that isn't selling anything, then domain privacy is a reasonable investment to protect your personal information. Okay, as I said, I have not used that. For me, it's not important that people know where I live or whatever, so it's not that I have had any problems of people contacting me or something. Okay, perfect. So, going back to GoDaddy, my recommendation is saying no thanks. And we go down. Create an email address that matches your domain. Look professional and build trust with a custom email address like you@itisfakenews.com, as low as $1.99 per month. Okay. No thanks. No thanks, because when you have, this is a domain, we are registering the name of your website, and you also need a hosting. When you have a hosting, you can create as many email addresses that you want in your domain. So there is no need, repeat, there is no need to create an extra thing and pay $1.99 per month. Okay, there is, for example, from the hosting, I use HostGator, that gives you the possibility to add a Gmail business account, I don't know the name exactly, for just $5 a month. You can create one in your domain and you can link that to the Gmail account that you have and have everything centralized in your own account, and don't pay anything at all for your email address, and you can create as many email addresses as you want. So if you are interested in knowing how this works, then just reply to this video in a comment or so and let me know, and I will make a video on how to create your own addresses in your own domain, and then adding 10 to the Gmail account. Okay, so let's say no thanks for the moment, and let's continue with these options. Remember, we say no, no, no. We don't want anything extra than a domain. And we are here. We don't want a domain for 5 years. Okay? So, the the first year is $2.99, but we don't want 5 years. Okay, let's say 1 year. Oh, it is $11.99. It is not $2.99, because in order to get the first one for free, first year for free, then you need to get an extra year, so you have to get 2 years. Okay, so if you plan to have the domain for some years to go, then you could get this domain here and you have a discount. Why? Because the first year is $2.99, the second year is $14.99. Okay, so $17.98 together, so this is $18, and it would be $9 per month. Okay, perfect. So it is not bad, but you are forced to get 2 years. If you just want a domain for 1 year that you can try and so on, you could go with NameCheap, that you could get only 1 year. Okay, now again that reminds you that your information will be public. Oh my god. Domain privacy, ASCA. We don't want to keep adding things. Okay, we just want to get the domain, and the total for this is $17.98, and you have taxes and fees. You need to pay this to ICANN. This is the International Domain Registration Association, so you need to pay this $36, so $0.36, so this is 36 cents, regardless in which register you do that. Okay, so we go for this, and then we will register. So it is 1834. Let's go and check NameCheap. Okay, so NameCheap is the one that I have been using later, because GoDaddy has these things that the first year is cheaper and so on, but when it comes to renewals, because you have to renew every year, then the prices goes up. And in NameCheap, for example, it is the same, so the first year you pay the same, but for the rest of the years it keeps the same rate. Okay, so let's put this in dollars just to make the comparison. Okay, and let's go to search the domain. It is fakenews.com. Okay, okay, it is available, and we can add that to cart. Okay, and we can just get the domain, and view the cart, go to cart, and there we go. Okay, here we have these upsells that we can choose, but it is not so obtrusive as GoDaddy is, that is keeping you forcing, please, oh, you didn't get privacy, oh my god, oh. Okay, So here you can choose any of the options. It tells you whatever it is, and if we just go to the card, it would be 11.16 for just 1 year. Or if we go to the beauty card, we can choose 2 years. Okay, and 2 years would be 22.12. Okay, a little bit more expensive, as I said. Okay, but the years after are at $14.99 here in GoDaddy, and every year here is $10.98. Okay, so you are saving like about 33%. Okay, every other year that you renew the thing. Okay, so what you could do is book the first 2 years with GoDaddy and then go to NameCheap. You could also look for a coupon of NameCheap to make the first year maybe at a discounted price, and this would even make it better. Or you can just say, okay, yeah, I don't want to worry about changing things from GoDaddy to NameCheap, so I go directly with NameCheap. I pay a little bit more for this first year, but then with the rest of the year that I'm going to keep the domain, then I will save money. Okay, and if it's a domain that you want just to try for an experiment and you don't want to keep it long term, just go with GoDaddy or with another domain register that makes the best price for the first year or so. Okay, so this is the comparison, and I'm going to show you the account of a client of mine that bought the domain with GoDaddy, and then she hired me as a coach, as a consultant, to help her with the website and with the marketing. And here is what I found. Okay, so she got kind of not just the registration, but she also got hosting, so to keep the WordPress hosted by GoDaddy. Okay, so one of the things that she included is this search engine visibility for 1 year. Okay, so the list price is $83.88, but it has a $60 discount, and it's just $23.88. Okay, couple of things. You have to think long term and not short term. Okay, if it makes a great discount, $60 discount, and it's just $24, the next year is going to be $84. And what is search engine visibility offering? So search engine visibility offering is just another way to call the search engine optimization. So it is giving you some tools that could help you with the implementation of a search engine optimization strategy. It's helping you find the words that you must use on your website and that you could start to use as tags and as keywords on your pages. But it is not doing that for you. So if you don't have a person that knows how to create a search engine optimization strategy, these tools are not going to be helping you a lot. That is one part of the deal. And the other part is that if you use WordPress, you can have a free plugin that helps you do everything that this search engine visibility, all these tools is providing you. This other plugin is providing that you for free. In my case, I'm using Yoast SEO, YOAST, Yoast SEO, and that can make everything that this does without having to pay an annual fee. Okay, so the domain registration, okay, the price is not bad. So it's because depending on the domains, the prices vary depending on an algorithm that the registers use to see what would be the value of the domain. Okay, so this is for 2 years and it's $26.98, so $13.50 for every month, for every year, sorry, and it's not that bad. Okay, yeah, and then you have the discount, sorry. It is $9 for every year, so this is a good value on the thing. And then we come with the with this thing that we talk about: domain privacy and protection, private domain registration, domain ownership protection, trusted site. And it was hard and it's difficult to see what each one of those is doing. Okay, so private domain registration and privacy and protection, they are these two levels that we saw here. And one, it is that you don't show what is your information in the Whois database. So it shows the GoDaddy information instead of your personal information. And then the full domain privacy and protection is that besides that, GoDaddy makes sure that you keep your domain even if, for example, your credit card fails and then somebody could come and take your domain. So if you pay that, then it makes sure that your domain still belongs to you. Okay, but the price is $55.96. Okay, a little cheaper, first year, but $56 for next year's private domain registration would be $20 for the next year's. This year, $16, but everything keeps adding up. Okay. Domain ownership protection. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is the one that makes sure that your domain is protected. So I'm not sure about what this full domain privacy protection is. Anyway, so they charge it separately. So it's 56 and 20 and 36 for 10 years to come. So it quickly adds up, and here you get with one of these policies of this ownership protection, domain protection, then you get here the logo that is a secure site. I don't know, but when I'm going to look for a coach or whatever, I don't see if they have or not a trusted McAfee site, because that doesn't mean a thing. Okay. And the other thing, Office 365 email plus $71.88, so $72. This year only 47, or so only 48. And as I mentioned, you don't need to do anything when you have your hosting. Then you can create any number of emails that you want, and you can have unlimited access. You can create as many emails as you want, and you can have them backed up, because you have an option to leave everything on the server. Even if you download it to Gmail or so, you can keep a copy, so it is automatically backup. And yeah, and when we just wanted a domain registration that is $18, it quickly adds up to $120 with things that we don't really need. Okay, so I'm going to recommend to this client of mine that she claims the money back, because she's still in the 30 days guarantee, and that we do something different. Okay, so this video is about the domains. This is over, and I am Rafael from betacallrafael.com, the Catalyst business coach, Betacall Rafael. And if you need anything, if you have any question, then just post it in the comments of this video, and I will be happy to make a new video and answer your question. Okay, see you in the next video. Take care, and un fuerte abrazo de luz. Chao, chao.